Alexa, what time is it?
It's 6:16 a.m.
Alexa, what's today's date?
It's Monday, August 19th.
Okay, guys, be right back. Okay, guys, so we can start this morning. Had something on my mind this morning. What I was thinking about, guys, is following your own path, following your own pattern. Okay, guys, good morning. So guys, get to a point where you get an understanding, and the thoughts are, when you're on your own path of weight loss and doing your patterns for weight loss for yourself and trying to be successful at it. You will find that on this road, it's going to be totally up to you. So, the patterns and the path in which you follow is totally up to you. I say that, guys, because, I had a visitation with my son over the summer, and I start to understand that his path is his path, my path is my path, and no matter what I try to do or wanted to do, to be in his path, be in his pattern and be in his path, I still had to revert to my own, simply because, I was doing something that was based on mirroring what he does. And you will soon find out, or in my case, I was soon to find that I was no longer capable of moving like he moved. So it's like if I wanted to walk with him, I couldn't do that because his strides are much longer than mine. His strength is much better than mine due to age and all of that. So I had to find a way to follow his path, which was riding a bike, which I already knew that in order to keep up. And even then it was hard. So, and also trying to follow his pattern. So his patterns were based on what he needed, which was he'd get up and he'd walk 4 miles a day, and he'd do the exercise programs. And in one day period, he'd have like maybe 3 sessions of exercise. And that's what he's conditioned himself to do. And that's how he was getting his workout on. And so, same here in terms of I was able to do some of that, but wasn't able to do all of that. And his patterns were greater. The patterns in which he had set for himself were way more than I was able to do, even though I did try to keep up as best as I could. So, you have to find your own path. That's just the gist of it all. No matter what, I don't care if you watch YouTube gurus till you blue in the face. Their patterns were their patterns, and they have expertise based on what they've done. So yeah, they may have some input that would help you on your path, but ultimately it's still going to come down to being your path. And so finding the patterns in which you can walk that path on a daily basis is your whole understanding. I'm thinking back to that period, not just long ago, last week or so, where the Olympics were here. And so I noticed that everybody who was shooting for gold, you know, they were on the path. And some of those patterns and things that they took to get them there had to be trusted that, you know, that was going to get them to the medal. Even though, you know, I'm sure a lot of them felt like my times don't show that I could possibly do this and get there. But for some of those who, you know, followed their own path, they didn't worry about that. And you'll have some that follow the path that they thought was going to be gold and didn't quite work out that way. You know, just because this person runs a race in one way doesn't mean that you're going to run the race in the same way or better. It just doesn't work that way. And on any given Sunday, as they say, on any given day, that person could be gold medal contenders, just depending on what that looks like in terms of preparation and everything else. So, but also too, guys, now don't get it twisted. It's just like professional sports or professional, those guys that are running these track meets and different things like that, they're professionals. So don't think that because you had a fast time doing something or fast time training one day that you're just going to get out there and they've been following a path of best numbers and best performances, that you're going to somehow just take that away from them because that's their path. So, you know, but we've seen it happen. You know, people might say, well, that's luck. That could be just the fact of that's just what was in you. You know, what was in you to be able to do that. Or in some cases, they had bad days. So I don't care how much they followed the pattern and how much they were on the path to glory, as they say, it just didn't work out. And for some, it did. You know, that's how I look at things. How you have to look at something. You know, you think about it, look at it in a way of, you know, the efforts that you put out to get something is going to be what you do in order to achieve that goal. So just remember that, you know, do not compare yourself to others. At least I don't. And do not worry if the path that you're on and the patterns that you follow, don't worry if they don't match up to somebody else. You know, that's all. Everything's an individual thing. You know, you can, even if you wanted to, watching this video, if you wanted to lose weight for me, there's nothing you could do to do that. You know, best things that I've gotten from this is encouragement, and that is great, guys. You know, that you get the encouragement and that you take that into account for yourself, and you know, you put that into your pattern and you help to utilize that for yourself to get where you're going. You know, that works. But if I wanted to, there's nothing I could do to change your path. Excuse me. Your path and how you get it done, it's no different. I can encourage you, which I am, you know. I will encourage you as much as you encourage yourself as well, you know. But the truth of the matter is, I'm not where you are, and I can't do it for you, you know, just like you can't do it for me. So I'm following my path, you know, and patterns and which I'm following may or may not fit for you. I'm going to mention them, and I'm going to tell you what I'm doing. The whole hope and the goal is that it just encourages you, to keep on. So I always felt like, yeah, if one man can, I can. But I'm not at the point of being that the way that person does it is exactly how I have to do it, or the way I would encourage you to do it, because that's not your path. It's not your pattern either. So, those patterns that work for me don't work for you. Those patterns that work for you don't work for me. And that's how it is. So have to remember that as you go along. We get that understanding. You'll know it for yourself. And then, it's just like throwing spaghetti up against the wall, guys. You got to try this. You got to try that until something works for you. That's what I'm found, That's what I'm finding out. So, yeah, that was just on my mind this morning, guys. The path and patterns in which we, are on for ourselves, and how they work, So, guys, anything you have to say or thoughts about it, please leave it down in the comments below. I would appreciate it. I enjoy having discussions about it and adding to, and, give me your opinion on it. I could be totally wrong. I don't know, but that's how I see it. So, guys, I'm on a walk this morning. I'm going to do 2 laps. I'm on my 2nd lap now. So, yeah. So that's how my Monday is going this morning. I have a video to post based on Sunday, guys. I did a rest. Sometimes you have to take a rest for yourself too, guys. You can't just be going at something full steam ahead all the time. Your muscles and your mind and other things need that time to recuperate at times and clear your head and thoughts in terms of where you need to be. And so I took off yesterday for myself. You do that from time to time, depending on how you are. I was really busy this week, so that is what I did for myself. So, but I'm back at it this morning, getting ready to do things I got to do on the day. So, first things first is to walk, get me some exercise in. So, yeah, I was looking forward to this walk this morning, getting some exercise in and working at what you're going to work at to get you some exercise in. That was something that, I was looking forward to when I woke up this morning. So hopefully the week goes well for you guys, as I'm wishing for myself. It's been a moment since I walked a minute. So I said, let's incorporate some walking in to my day. And just like with anything else, when you're not doing the full-on patterns of what you're used to doing, guys, your legs and stuff starts to feel it. So I'm feeling the burn this morning, which is a good thing. So the weather's starting to change, guys. Now we're starting to feel the last part of August. We've had all that heat through July. Starting to have a cooler pattern. I could almost even put a jacket on this morning, but I'm not. Feels like air conditioning out here. I don't know what the actual temperature is. So yeah, sticking to your path. I think that's what's going to get us there. You know, sometimes the path for some people are, you know, it's short term. Sometimes it's a long path. You know, but you know, I would say stay on the path. That's the thing that I know the most. Is just stay on the path. You know, patterns are going to change. Things that you do to make it better, I can see is going to change. So some stuff works for the periods in which you put forth the effort. Some stuff you got to tweak. Some stuff you got to change. Some stuff you don't do anymore, you know. Didn't work. That's sort of what you find, or you start to figure out as you go along. You know, start to understand that what works and what doesn't work just doesn't work. Period. So guys, we're getting ready to come to the end of the walk, guys. Yeah, give me your opinion, guys. I don't know, but I'm gonna go ahead and get on with my day. Hopefully you guys will do the same, and let's go, guys. Let's go. Have a peaceful and positive day. Thank you for watching. We'll catch you in the next video.